I have decided that I need to draw a portrait of King David for my next book, which is going to be an illustrated novel. And all of my main characters, they're going to have a portrait inside the novel. And so because King David is probably going to be the main point of view character for my next book, which I believe I'm going to entitle The Forbidden Abyss Part 2, I was thinking of going with the skies of King David, which was but no. Let's keep it the continuation to the Forbidden Abyss, because that's basically what it is, except the first book was nonfiction, and this one's going to be a novel, but, it's, Jesus told me not to give away the plot, so I'm not going to, but I am going to let the world see the illustrations that will be inside of the book, and I do my own drawings. And this is King David, the way I see what I think he looked like. And I think I captured him very well. I seem to have a gift for drawing portraits. And I'm going to feature this inside of the next book, which I am currently working on. I just, after doing about 20 different drafts of chapter 1, I finally come up with one that I think I'm going to stick with. I'm a perfectionist. The rate I'm going, this book may not be ready till 2015. Anyways, this is King David, the way that I think he looked like this. And what's really interesting is Jesus has instructed King David not to talk to us like when I pray. But back in about 2008, when I saw the movie called David from the Bible series, King David actually, when I was praying, and the movie just so moved me, I just felt like I felt such a resonance with David. Of course, I've got half of his genetic profile, and I just felt like the movie captured him so well. And when King David, he actually started speaking to me from heaven. And I was freaked out. I said, is this really David? And what's funny is that Jesus Christ, when he showed up with me and Brent Spiner, said, Jesus, was that really King David who spoke to me after I saw that movie? And Jesus said, yes, it was, Gail. And he told me that I remember what David told me. He said that the Bible series movie that was made about him, that he looks a lot like the actor who played him in that part. So I drew a picture based on what the actor looked like in that movie, and I kind of changed a little bit to make him look a little bit more like me. Because I'm, and I think I did a pretty good job. I really think Jesus helps me with these drawings. Anyways, I am proud to present a portrait of probably the main character of my next book. And he's going to be a major point of view character, and basically the whole story is going to be told through his eyes. I kind of played around with different main characters and decided that King David is going to be the big one, the main character. So it's obviously a novel, and so I'm really excited that I drew this portrait and captured so well the expression of David. I really think I captured him. I'm proud of my work. I was going to work on my novel, but I decided, I just figured out that King David is going to be a very major character in my book, so I decided to draw his picture. And this is going to be an illustrated novel, but because he's like the main point of view character, I thought I got a picture of Zach Knight in there and Rule 13 and Jesus Christ is going to be a very main character. But I said, you know what? You got to have a picture of King David. And I think I captured what I think he looked like. And as I stated previously, I do believe that King David spoke to me. And he told me that he looked a lot like the actor who portrayed him in the Bible movie, David, in the Bible series. So I tried to draw a picture And I tried to capture the expression that kind of has the King David soul. And if anybody should understand that, that would be me, since I have half of his genetic profile. Look at that. Don't you kind of see a resemblance between us? You say, well, you just drew him on purpose to look like you. Well, actually, King David told me he looked like that actor, but look, there is a bit of a resemblance. I wonder if Jesus helped me draw this picture. Anyways, Jesus said that King David was handsome. He said his whole family was a good-looking family. So I drew him the way that I thought he looked like. I really do believe he looked probably just like this. Quite a handsome dude, huh? Anyways, not only that, he's so manly and courageous, and Jesus told me not to give away the plot, understandably, but King David, this is going to be an illustrated book. And, oh, by the way, my Silver Skies, the new version that's out with the new cover, is partially illustrated on the inside. On the author page at the very back, I have an illustration of me and Brent Spiner that I've already shown in a previous video. So I'm starting to illustrate my books now. The Lord's given me talent to draw. So yeah, that's not bad, huh? So I think it's good enough for illustrations for a book. I like the cover that I have with Rule 13 and Zach Knight looking into each other's eyes. I think I'm going to leave that the way but I'm a perfectionist, and especially when I write a novel. I find novel writing harder than writing nonfiction because you have to create characters and you have to work on a plot. But Jesus told me, he said, this next book needs to be a novel, Gail. And I can see why. It is the sequel to The Forbidden Abyss Part 1, but the way I'm going to handle it is all the events that happened, after The Forbidden Abyss Part 1 are going to be told from the point of view of King David. So King David will be telling the story. And so you'll be seeing the events through his eyes. Rule 13 may also be a point of view character. I'm not sure about that yet, but I can't tell you the plot. Jesus said, okay. Anyways, enjoy my artwork. I will let you view the artwork that's going to be on the inside of the book. The illustrations. They're featured at my Gabriel Chana's writer page. And the link for that is right underneath this video. It's gabrielchana.com/writer.html. And I think this is going to be a really good novel. I think I'm going to outdo my Silver Skies. I always try to improve with every book I write, and I'm excited about using King David. He's a pretty awesome guy.